everyone! I'm the writer, and welcome back to Dual Destinies! Sorry for this one being a little later than planned, but, you know, family stuff and emergencies have to happen. Anyway, let's go! Where were we anyway? Oh, back to you now? Oh, right, her performance! I was responsible for making everyone's stage costumes. What the? That's amazing! And this is what I'll be wearing. That's amazing, Junie. But then again, you were always good at this kind of things. These constellations in particular are really something. Oh, thank you. One of my favorite things to do is look up at the stars in the middle of the forest. Huh, so you're a fan of the night sky then? Wow, Apollo. I didn't know you were such a romantic. It's not like that. I have this friend, he and I go way back, who really got me interested in space. Wait, you had friends while you were young? Color me surprised! As student council president, I cannot allow such mean-spirit teasing to continue. Yep. I think she's angry. The costumes were no problem, but as for singing, I'm not sure No! You can do it! That's right, and anyone who says otherwise will have to answer to me. It's like a chivalrous love triangle. A damsel in distress and two knights in shining armor. Maybe that famous Herald article wasn't too far from the truth. Speaking of the latest news, I wonder how the mock trial turned out. So, how did the mock trial end? We were just about to reach a verdict when the police arrived. Now we'll never know how it turned out. I guess that's what happens when there's a real murder during a fake murder trial. It ended right before the verdict? Talk about bad timing. I was this close, man! I bet I would have won! But I bet the defense wasn't doing too badly either, right? I'll settle this some other time, and I assure you, I will win when the time comes. Like I'm gonna let that happen? I don't think so! I hope they don't end up hurting each other. Oh, don't worry. The three of us has always been good friends since we were enrolled here. We even have proof of our friendship. Proof? Like physical evidence proof? Yes. We're studying for the career in law, and in the legal world, evidence is everything. Is this where Crystal got that line? Yeah! As long as our friendship lasts, you can bet we'll be carrying them around. Ah, that famous legal academy ingenuity at work. So, what exactly is this proof of friendship anyway? Well, it's a secret. If I show you, it would be bad luck. Oh, okay. I knew it. There's definitely some discord in Junie's voice. Oh. Our friendship is sacred and inviolable. It's not something that can be put cheaply on display. Proof? We don't need no stinking proof. Us three are friends forever. And I can hear their discords in their voices too. But they're talking about their friendship. What's going on here? Something wrong, Athena? No, it's nothing. Oh. Alright then. You can tell you're lying. Hey, isn't that... Everyone, stay where you are! Don't move a muscle! Oh, God. Detective Fulbright! Is something wrong? Why, if it isn't my little lawyer friend! Sorry, but the small talk will have to wait! Juniper Woods? You're under arrest for the murder of Constant Court. What? Well, wait a second, what's going on here? Why are you arresting Junie? Please, Detective Fulbright, we're involved in this case too. Aha! So you're the lawyers that Dispatch said we were first on the scene. I can't tell you everything, but I will say this. There were two major reasons for her arrest. Number one, the suspect led somebody to where the body was. I didn't. And number two,
The crime scene is exactly how the suspect portrayed it in her script.
But you can't arrest her on just those grounds.
True, but there's more. However, Prosecutor Blackwell specifically told me to say no more than that.
So Blackwell's the prosecuting attorney on this one, too?
Detective Fulbright, we found this in the suspect's pocket. Why, there's blood on this!
That's evidence we made for the mock trial.
A mock trial? Never heard of such a thing, but it sounds fishy to me. Real fishy. Now, if you would, officers. Yes, sir.
But Junie, I have to do something. I can't let them take her away like this.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I have work to do. Objection?
Hold it!
Or that.
Hold it! I refuse to believe that she's the killer! Junie! I've decided. I'm going to defend you. I'll fight with everything I've got. Athena. Junie, it's good to hear you say that name again.
Okay, I've played this game before, but I never noticed her necklace glowed up in the cutscene like that. That's so cool. Hate to interrupt your bonding time, but aren't you rather new to all this? You're barely even a lawyer.
Well, I don't have much experience, and I may need Apollo and Mr. Wright's help at times. But nobody believes in Junie as much as I do.
I'll help you too, Juniper. There's no way you murdered your professor.
Athena. Apollo. Thank you both. I'm counting on you. We've got your back, Junie.
Guess things worked out after all! And now that you have your lawyers, Miss Woods, it's time for us to head back to the station! Ha 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 ha! I am no longer here!
I can't believe Junie's been arrested for murder. And I can't believe I accepted her case without asking Mr. Wright!
Yeah, he's done it before. Take a deep breath and relax, Athena. I'm here to help with whatever you need. So let's get right to the case!
Right!
I won't have this case left in the hands of rank amateurs. If anyone's going to solve this case, it'll be me. Time to investigate.
Oh, why that smug little... He hasn't been finished law school! Hugh!
That was totally rude!
And you're not the only one on the case, man! I'm in too! Big time! Juniper Woods! I'm gonna save you!
Now that those two are gone, let's get back to what we were talking about in front of the stage. About the mock trial, that is.
Oh, right! Use of the victim's location, position, and so on were just like in the script.
Exactly. Without the script or any props, it's kind of hard to explain. Perhaps I could help. Foreheads! Oh man, I love this guy. Even though... God! But Prosecutor Gavin, what are you doing here? And here come the guitars.
You two seem to know each other. Is someone going to introduce me?
Why, I do believe I have a fresh face here. Greetings, Fraulein. I am Klavier Gavin. Some know me as a prosecutor, but I'm most famous for my former rock band. We were quite popular, you know, but regrettably, the band went kaput. Yeah, because your best friend wasn't the best. Perhaps you heard of us? The Gavineers? I was the lead vocalist. Okay. I'll save it later.
Never heard of your band. Then again, I wasn't out of the country till only recently. But can I get your autograph?
You just met him like 3 seconds ago and you want his autograph? Forgive me, Fraulein, but I have retired from the music biz. But I'd be happy to offer my autograph as a rockstar prosecutor, Klavier Gavin.
Oh, okay. That one then.
She's a lively one, eh, Hair Forehead? Didn't know she was your type. She's the newest member of the Write Anything Agency. That's all. Nice to meet you. I'm Athena Sykes. A pleasure to meet you too, Athena Sykes. Now that the intros are out of the way, I'm sure you have some questions for me. Yeah, air forehead. Oh my god, wait. I need to do this. I'm a lawyer. May I ask why you people present your attorney's badge like this? It seems like air forehead and so I'd always show up there too.
Well, let me ask you, Prosecutor Gavin. Why do you play air guitar? It would seem the answer we seek can be found in much of the same place.
Dang, Athena. I never gave it that much thought, actually. I always just whipped it out. Okay, Apollo. Why are you here? So, what are you doing here, Prosecutor Gavin? I'm here for the same reason you're as your boss, to give a lecture and a training seminar.
So he's the famous prosecutor they invited?
And I have one other crucial role to play. The Gaviers are getting back together for a one-time special performance. He got out of jail? He murdered someone. Even though you guys disbanded? Which was a shame, by the way. Really. Yeah, I know how much you adore our music, Air Forehead. Anyway, I studied abroad in Germany to get my badge early, but I did graduate from here. Oh my god.
Wait, so that performance Junie mentioned...
I see you've already heard about that. One student representative was selected to sing with us on stage. And that stage was supposed to look like this tomorrow.
The two banner...
Oh, whoops. 2 big banners and a pair of wicked statues. It's just an illustration, but it's not that bad.
Wicked statues. Wait, are they supposed to be you and Mr. Wright?
A bingo, Fraulein. And they were so big and magnificent too. What a terrible waste. But the worst part of this whole thing is... my long-awaited reunion with my mentor never came to pass.
Wait, don't tell me your mentor was...
Professor Court, she was the only one who taught me how to think about the law. That's rough. You've had it rough, buddy.
So Constant Court was your professor here at the academy?
She may have taught the judge court, but she had a huge impact on me. She was fond of saying the end is only justified through proper means. She wouldn't tolerate dishonesty and always revered what was right beyond anything else.
I can feel Prosecutor Gavin's sadness.
Oh no, I think I'm gonna cry! Athena, are you tearing up? Though, I can't blame you. Prosecutor Gavin owes a lot of who he is to Professor Court. Exactly. So, as you can see, we are both joined in purpose, so to speak, yeah? Now, let's rock this place hard! Huh? I don't follow. Let's rock what? Forget already, Air Forehead. I said I help you explain the mock trial. We're going to reprise it right here now in the lecture hall. It might help us catch her killer. I know a lot of people didn't enjoy Dual Destinies, but I think the most missed opportunity was to not have Klavier Gavin as the prosecutor for this case. Like, Phoenix did it with Mia. I don't understand why he couldn't do it. Oh well. Maybe next time. Right. The stage is ready. And you, Air Forehead, ready to rock? No! The defense is not ready to rock! You saw the actual mock trial earlier, right? Just relax, you'll do fine. Besides, we have the script right here.
Junie's masterpiece, the one everyone's been talking about?
Yeah, and the only one in existence. I borrowed it, if you will. No! Don't steal! And now, Fraulein, we'll need you to play the part of the defendant and judge as per the script.
Okay, got it.
I've only read the case outline so far. I don't know how it actually turns out, so I'll treat it like I'm prosecuting a real case. You, Air Forehead, will play the part of a fledgling lawyer, a role you were born to play. All the evidence is here with us. We have everything we need to reprise the mock trial.
Très bien. Let's get started. Defendant/Judge Athena Sykes is psyched and ready to rock. Court is now in session for the reenactment of the mock trial.
Or what I like to call the mock trial. Yeah, a double mockery perhaps, but a trial is still a trial. I love that animation he does. It's cute. Action, baby! It has not bad! Let's rock! Aw, can't we take it easy today? It may just be a mock of a mock, but there's only one way to compete! You play to win! So remember, each time I catch you slacking up, I'm holding you in contempt of court! Great! A judge that voices her own objections and abuses her judicial powers! Now then, Prosecutor Gavin, your opening statement if you please. You got it, Fräulein Judge. Our case is set at a school very much like this one. The victim, a professor, female. The defendant, an archery club member, also female. Oh me, oh my. I'm innocent. Innocent, I tell you! That's some serious bad acting, Fräulein. Anyway, the victim's body was discovered in the middle of the quad. Here's a shot of the crime scene. Ironically, it was Professor Court who posed as the corpse. I don't know if that's ironic. Ed forehead, how did the mock trial participants react to the photo? Mr. Newman was surprised by what Professor Court was wearing. He reacted with, "Oh, the green sweatsuit!" That's not exactly what I would pick to focus on, so why would he care about that? Too much of a legend to know what's important, that one. In any case, both in the mock trial and in the actual case, Professor Court was wearing a sweatsuit. Moving right along. Hey, wait a second! The body was discovered in the same area as the mock trial case, although there was a stage! Plus the murder weapon, an arrow, and the lack of blood are also the same! That's right, and therein lies the significance of this mock trial, of the mock trial. So let's keep rocking it hard, just like that! Before the crime occurred, the defendant was to meet the victim in the quads. Let's see here. When I arrived at our meeting place, I found the professor with an arrow in her stomach. But it wasn't me! I didn't kill her! You don't have to ham it up like that, Athena! It's called getting into character, Air Forehead. Don't be such a wet blanket. Right. Let's see. Oh yeah, then Hugh said, a frail Coed used her bare hands to stab her professor with an arrow. I don't think so. At the time of the murder, a male student was seen holding a bow in the archery club room, which has a clear view of the quad. He shot an arrow into the victim before my client even got there. 9-9, Air Forehead. That face fucker does not suit you in the least. Order! 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 Especially you, Mr. Justice! Me? But I was just trying to get into it like Mr. Eero Rocker said. So, the victim was shot from the archery club room before the meeting even took place. Hence, the defendant could not be the actual killer. That seems to be the defense's assertion. Prosecutor Gavin, do you have any objections? The autopsy report notes that the edges of the victim's wounds were unusually ragged. Okay, I have to point this out too. They could have given him objection, hold it, and all that. Was it that hard to get a voice actor to say this? Could such physical trauma possibly result from an arrow shot from above? 9! I believe the victim was impaled with the arrow by hand. Post-mortem. In short, the real murder weapon was not the arrow at all. When Robin was prosecutor, he had a tough time determining the real murder weapon. Well, he's just a student, a warm-up act, but I'm the real deal, the headliner, so to speak. The true murder weapon was most likely the owl that was left in the art room. An owl? What's that? An owl, you say? What that might be? It's a kind of tool used for poking holes in paper, wood, and other material. It's kind of like an ice pick. I have a photo here if you're interested. Gross. It's all bloody up from the handle. Please tell me this is just the paint. Most likely fine. Pretty realistic, yeah. Let's pretend it's real blood for now. The defendant's prints were lifted from the murder weapon. Furthermore, traces of the victim's blood were discovered in the art room. That's where I believe the murder actually took place.
So, the question now is, how did the body get from the art room to the stage?
The murder took place in the third floor art room, but the body was found in the quads.
It must have been quite a chore to moving the body all the way there.
Not at all. There's a maintenance area and a storehouse right outside the art room. And a cart was used to carry balls around was found there too.
Oh, I think I've seen one of those before, but that's a pretty big one.
A jumbo, yeah. But enough to lift a person, or a body in it. The defendant dropped the body from the art room window, then moved it with a cart. That is how a high school girl could easily move a body all by herself.
You don't say?
Objection!
A body dropped from there 3 stories up wouldn't show signs of massive blunt force trauma.
Objection!
Oh, you do have an objection. Cool. That may be true, but you fail to account for the large high jump mat in the storehouse. A body dropped onto such a mat would say shows no signs of blunt force trauma. Yikes. It's almost scary how similar this whole case is to the mock trial proceedings. Quite the crafty killer. In any attempt to cast a suspicion on the archery club, they moved the body to the quad where it would be easy to shoot from the club room. And then the killer faked the murder weapon by inserting an arrow into the all-stab wound.
Sounds like he has only high praise for Judy's script.
Were there any further arguments from the defense? Nope. It seems like the teacher who was playing the judge was satisfied too. Time for the final then. Your verdict, if you will please, Fräulein Judge.
Huh? Oh, right, that's me! Very well. This court finds the defendant, Juniper Woods. Wait a second. Even if this is just a mock trial of the mock trial, I don't want to declare Junie guilty.
Yeah, perhaps that's not such a good idea. Let's end our mock trial here. Oh my god. Besides, it's about time I get back into my investigation.
Thanks to you. Thank you, too. That little round there in the mock trial cleared up quite a few things.
Action, baby! The prosecution's ready. Already got the witness sized up too.
That was quick. Prosecutor Black was almost too good.
You sure are in a helpful mood today, Prosecutor Gavin. Well, like I said, I just want to catch whoever killed Professor Court. And there's no reason for me to start butting heads with you two. Anyway, I won't say goodbye, as I'm sure I'll be seeing you later. Oh my god.
I always thought prosecutors were a rather scary bunch, but Prosecutor Gavin seems pretty nice.
Yeah, he's not as bad as other prosecutors go. Should we get back to investigating too? We don't have nearly enough information yet.
And we also have to tell Mr. Wright that we accepted Junie's case.
Right. Looks like we have our work cut out for us. This one.
Ah, Mr. Wright!
Oh god. I heard they arrested your friend Juniper. Yeah, Detective Fulbright just took her in. I refuse to believe that one of our students is capable of murder. We must prove her innocence by any means necessary. The ends justify the means.
What do you mean the end justifies the means?
I, Professor Means, always say what I mean, and mean what I say by all means. Here at our esteemed academy, we train our students to produce meaningful results. You believe in Junie's innocence, do you not?
Of course I do! Junie wouldn't even hurt a fly.
Oh god. Precisely. We have justice on our side. The only other thing we need are results. It is the height of folly to endanger your client by failing to pursue all means possible.
Sure I want to prove her innocence, but I don't like the sound of the end justifies the mean part.
Well, you're still young and idealistic. It's no wonder you fail to see the wisdom therein. There is but one thing to do now. I must personally take up Juniper's defense. You're going to take her case, Professor Means? I may be a professor, but I'm still licensed to practice law. In fact, I have battled Professor Court in court. No kidding! So you guys were rivals or something? No, nothing of the sort. She was an esteemed colleague at the academy and in court. You see, both Professor Court and I graduated from this academy at the top of our class.
Wow. I bet they both used to really bring it.
Now, if you would excuse me, I'd best go discuss the case with Juniper.
Professor Means, please wait. I didn't want to say anything, but Paul and I already agreed to take her case.
Oops, sorry guys. It's true. Juniper's counting on us to prove her innocence. Really now? You two? And when were you planning on telling me?
So sorry, boss. I know we should have asked first, but...
Relax. Your friend was just all the way in front of your eyes. Sometimes you just have to make snap decisions. And I think you made the right one. Aw, he's a proud papa. Oh, wonderful. Very well, Athena Sykes. Let me ask you just one thing. As a lawyer, what is that you treasure beyond all means?
That's an easy one, Professor. Seeking justice for my clients.
What a wonderful answer. Juniper must be overjoyed to have a friend like you. As a professor, I too shall do whatever I may to help her. And if you decide to take the end justifies the means strategy, come and see me at once.
Let's hope it never comes to that.
Now, if you'll excuse me. Oh, thank God he's gone. Well, time's a-wasting. You better start investigating it fast. But first, how about I tell you everything I know so far?
Yes, please.
Have you learned anything new about the case?
Actually,
Whoops.
have you learned anything about the case?
Actually, I ran to Prosecutor Gavin. He told me something interesting. He seems the murder took place in the art room. There are traces of a large pool of blood there. So the police believe the body was moved from there to the stage.
What? Really? Just like the mock trial again?
The police are searching the art room. But whether they'll find anything, well...
Well, what? Come to think of it.
Let's do our own crime scene investigation before it gets too crowded around here.
Huh? Are we even allowed to do that?
It's no big deal, as long as we leave it exactly the way we found it. No, never mind.
Now, where was I again?
But there's really no need to talk about it right here, right now. I want you two to find out for yourselves. Jeez, Phoenix. So, were you shocked by your conversation with Professor Means?
Oh, I guess so. Actually, that was pretty shocking.
The dark age of the law. I'm sure you've heard of those words before.
Sure, a number of times. Prosecutors file false charges and lawyers fight back using fabricating evidence. There's a lot of that going around these days.
The question is, how's it related to this case at hand? Training students to produce results. That is the school's policy.
Well, that in all of itself isn't a bad thing.
Right. As long as those results come by fair and honest means. I wonder, did Edgewood tell Phoenix everything that happened between investigations 1 and 2? Because I don't think Phoenix ever knew this, and Edgewood only knew this because of Sebastian. I'm sorry.
Oh, but what was it that Professor Means said? The end justify the means?
To survive the dark age of law, you must use any means necessary. Fabricating of evidence and the false charges are unavoidable in their quest for results. That's what they're preaching here at Thames Legal Academy.
But what will happen to our legal system if results are all that matter anymore?
Relax, it's just a rumor. I'd take it with a grain of salt if I were you.
Oh, that's a relief. Gotta be going there for a minute. Wait a second. What if Mr. Bright examined the victim's body for a reason? Maybe he was worried someone might actually tamper with the evidence.
I think that's about wraps up what I know so far. The fact that the case closely resembles Wood's script is obviously important. Knowing that, you should probably not try and identify what's the same and what's different.
Okay, I'll try talking to as many people as I can on campus.
Alright, I think we're gonna end it there. It's like about, I don't know, a minute short, give or take. But,
Thank you all for watching. Be sure to subscribe and enjoy the rest of your day. Bye!